Well, it keeps us in the picture. And that being said, we are ecstatic. We got 4 points, but everybody in our locker room realizes we can't play that way and have sustained success. We just can't. And if we want to achieve our ultimate goal, we know that we're going to have to elevate our commitment to playing defense, managing the puck, and every single guy has to do that. It has to be across the board. And it's a mindset. And we've been fortunate. We're all aware of that. There was a stretch where we were giving up less shots and less chances. Well, that didn't happen the last 2 games. And we found a way to win. And, I think that's part of growth as a team. And I just, the league in general is turned into it's all about offense. It's all about statistics and data and Corsi and these other stats. But at the end of the day, you got to play defense. And that is a want more than anything. And it's a mindset. And a lot of it is a DNA issue for players in this league. And you got to want to do it. There are a lot of guys in this league that can do a lot of things that people can't do. The guys that are really good in this league, they can do things people can't do, but they're very good at doing what everybody can do. And that's what we've got to get to. We got to continue to work on and improving in areas that matter, where everybody's capable of doing. And that's what we have to do as a group if we want to achieve our goal.
You're asking for guys to be more physical on the walls.
That's a choice. That's a choice. And I know we all talk about, do you have those types of players? And, listen, everybody has an ability to be somewhat physical, right? I mean, it's not, some are more physical than others. Some are built to be more physical than others. And we're not going to ask, D'Angelo and Fox to defend the way Truger's capable of defending, because they're built differently. But there is an element of physicality that every player needs to have based on their mindset. And that's what our group has to do.
How about the style you're going to see? A little bit more heavy teams as you go on the strip?
Yeah, and a great way to defend people is to get to them quickly, not let big, heavy players get a puck and protect it. So you're going to be alert. You're going to have quick feet and a good stick, and be committed to your structure. But you can have all the structure you want. If you can't defend a one-on-one, you're not going to have success. People are beating you off the walls, and you're going to engage in a one-on-one battle, and you're fishing for a puck. I don't care what your structure is, you're not going to have success defending. And we need to learn consistently to finish instead of fish when we get into one-on-one battles.
Well, last week, when you talked about Kakko, you said there's some times where you may have to take away an opportunity to get a guy going. Last couple of games, he's had a ton of ice time. What are you seeing from him in these games?
Well, I'm seeing an 18-year-old that is adjusting to the National Hockey League. And the pressure is real for these guys, him and Hughes and all the high-end picks that people think these guys are going to step in this league and run away with the Rookie of the Year honors. That's not how this works. And he's a guy that's learning. He puts a lot of pressure on himself. He holds himself to a high standard. I think sometimes that's an issue for him. He gets down on himself. But we're going to stick with him, and he's a good player, and he's a big piece of our future. And, game to game, his ice time may vary based on what he's doing from a performance standpoint.
Jerry, is Hugh more involved, more engaged?
Yes, for sure. I've seen a guy who closes on people quicker. He's on the right side of the puck a lot more. He's just been a more well-rounded player for us. That being said, there is another level for him to get to from a defensive standpoint. And one of the things we talked about today was all 22 guys have to make a commitment to being better defensively. And whether you're 20, 18, 32, whether you get 50 points or 5 points, everybody has to make a more of a commitment to playing better defense and being smarter with the puck.
Wasn't a ton of fourth line the other night with Fogarty's first game?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, they play the top guys a lot, and just the way the game evolved, it just those guys didn't see a lot of ice time. But I like a lot of what he brings to the table. We'll see him again.
So what about Houghton on the wing?
I like Houghton on the wing.
What do you think his attributes there are as opposed to maybe what he has in
I think right now, for a kid his age, I think he's freed up a little bit mentally. I don't think he feels the pressure that he did down the middle. I think, you know, he's such a conscientious guy that I think when he's in the middle, he takes an awful lot of responsibility. And I think he maybe took a deep breath and took a sigh of relief and has kind of been playing a little bit looser. And I don't mean looser technically, I just mean mentally. And I think he's in a much better place mentally.
What about him? He's around the puck a lot, he has the puck a lot, plays hard. Why isn't he a more productive player, offensive?
I think because he's 21, and I think, you know, he's just learning how to play in this league. You know, I mean, he hasn't spent one day in the American Hockey League, and you know, he's been around this league a long time. And it's a hard league to develop in, right? I mean, but he's getting chances. He had 2 great chances after he scored the other night too. You know, and you know, I think there's something to be said too. You know, you have these 3 young guys together. I think there's a little less pressure on them. I think, you know, when you play with Panarin, I don't care how long you've been in the league, I think you feel added responsibility to get him the puck all the time. So I think, you know, these 3 guys playing together, there may be a little bit of a comfort level with them, and they're not feeling like they've got to please each other, and they can just go play hockey. Yeah, another good day today. So he's not going to nothing quick, but you know, he's getting closer.
Earlier this year, you said Panarin came as advertised. What have you learned about him since he's been here that maybe you didn't know?
Well, obviously not knowing somebody, but watching from afar, you think you know their personality. But boy, does this guy love hockey, and he loves people, and doesn't have a bad day, and cares about winning, and you know, usually a guy in his situation who has been as productive offensively and has the contract he has. I mean, we're very fortunate. I mean, those guys are so important in your organization with how they act and what type of people they are, and we hit a grand slam in all those areas with him.